So, a majority of us probably know by now that a phone like the iPhone XR really isn't a super new phone anymore. It's a 2018 device. But when I look at what Apple pretty much did with iOS 16 and I look at the price decrease that this thing has gotten year after year after year, I'm actually pretty impressed by the situation that the iPhone XR is in right now. And honestly, in some ways, I can't believe how cheap this iPhone is. Now, I bought this iPhone, I think, about a year and a half or 2 years ago, around 2020, for less than $300, which at that time I think was a really, really good deal for barely a 2-year-old device. Now, recently I just bought this iPhone XR for $112. Now, it does have a little bit of a broken display, so it's definitely not brand new, but everything else about this phone is fully functional. So the fact that it has a broken display, I mean, I can really get over that, to be honest, and to repair that isn't really super expensive. But even for fully functional iPhone XRs, it's pretty impressive for the price tag you can get these things for. Now, I already have this up, but one thing I want to go ahead and showcase to you all is that within iOS 16, Apple pretty much told us exactly what features are going to be on every single iPhone. And when I went through this whole entire list, I've made 30 videos talking about it. iOS 16 is pretty much being supported for most of their features on the Apple A12 Bionic chip and newer, which is exactly what's on the iPhone XR. And Apple actually mentioned the iPhone XR in several different spots within this release log, which I kind of found pretty impressive. Now, another thing I want to go ahead and showcase to you all are just some sample price tags that are around for this iPhone. So here's an example. I mean, I literally just typed in iPhone XR for this specific case. I mean, $200 from Straight Talk, a pretty decent deal. $207 here, still some being sold for $0 on contract, which is pretty impressive. Now, if I go ahead and go somewhere like eBay, for example, now that's usually where I buy a majority of my iPhones from. So if I just go and type in eBay like this, I mean, here are just some sample ones for around 220, 180 in some areas too. So what I'd recommend doing if you're interested in it, I mean, you can go ahead and find some really good values of some iPhone XRs all over the place. So here's some for $247, $229, 220, 230, around for the $200 price tag mark for a really good iPhone. I don't really think it gets too much better than this, to be honest. And even if I'm comparing something like this, for example, with something like my iPhone 13, yeah, there's definitely some advantages for the iPhone 13. It's definitely the much better iPhone in every single area. But the iPhone XR is definitely a cheaper device, which when I look at this iPhone, I'm actually really happy about the way it's being decreased in value, but the way that Apple also within iOS 16, I have to give them a little bit of credit here and there. The fact that they kind of did support a lot of the features for this iPhone, I'm actually really happy about that. I think a phone like the iPhone 10 could have easily gotten pretty much all the features within iOS 16, let alone the only ones that came on for the iPhone XR. But when I look at this iPhone, I look at the beautiful 6.1-inch panel that's still LCD, but it looks fine, or IPS panel, but it still looks good. Lightning port at the bottom. Pretty good build quality with glass on the back. I mean, this is still a really relevant iPhone, and I would still recommend buying it for sure. And in so many ways, like I said, I just can't believe how cheap these iPhones are getting now. You know, I used to think of the $1,000 iPhone 10 as it never going down in value, and it has. And now an iPhone XR is a really decent value in this day and age. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.